to do a separate motion?
I move that we move the financial statement for 2009 to Mountain Shores.
Second by Councillor Scott. Any further questions? All in favor?
I'll just ask my other question now. Well, it's I have an opportunity. One of the letters that I read earlier that had come from your office, it gave us outlined our responsibilities, or 4 items, and it's just difficult to get answers to those questions because you can ask staff, but you know it's kind of a predictable response. So how do you really fulfill the responsibilities that we have as in a governance role? Because you identified several things.
Must be the planning letter that was...
It was a boilerplate letter, I think, but
technically
we do have a responsibility, and other than just asking you questions when you come, maybe when you do come, do we have any other...
Actually, we actually looked at the council for any thoughts that they do have with regards to the audit, obviously before we begin. And that is really the purpose of that letter now, is to identify that. So if there's any issues that you think that we need to look at when we go in, and that's the ideal time to do that.
Prior to, so we're looking to the future now. Okay, that's fine.
Those are met through our approving of our accounts and all our procedures and policies we have in place before Councillor Ellen.
And yes, but we still are required to answer these questions in the letter that was sent to us.
Yeah.
Which gets to what the deputy mayor is speaking.
Yes.
Good question.
Okay, so motions for the 2009 statement. All in favor of that? Carried. Thank you.
I make a motion that we accept 2010 financial statements of Mountain Shores.
Councillor McGuire, seconded that. Any other questions for the 2010 statement? All in favor of that? That's carried. Okay. Councillor Russell?
We give direction on preparing the letters now, Jan?
If you're going to answer those questions or the representation letters?
Which one of the letters? I was going to ask how do we answer the 4 questions. So from in front of Lucas or something, we have to answer 4 questions.
Well, in my report, I mentioned that if you wanted to verbalize it here, it could come out of the minutes and as a report back to BDO. But if you want to do it now, that's fine. If not, then it's using the agenda.
It's in the agenda.
Yes, we do. Okay. In terms of them reviewing this.
Sure about that.
Okay. That's it for the others right now. We'll get the management letter.
Management letter, we will be reviewing that with Janet and get her comments. We observe things as we go throughout the audit. We just want to make sure that we're understanding what we're seeing, and that's why we'd like to have the opportunity to speak with the treasurer and just reconfirm our observations.
Okay.
And as I mentioned earlier, there's nothing really significant in there that's causing us any great alarm, but more housekeeping issues.
Okay.
Hasn't been Aberdeen.
Okay. That's it. Thank you. We'll take a couple minutes break here. Come back. We have a few, call the meeting back to order. We have a few reports to deal with. 6.1 is the CAO Report 34, Redevelopment Services in Lampton, George. Oh, yeah. Councillor Russell?
Yeah. Accept the report and get that into
Implementation. Councillor Owen? Second that. Deputy Mayor Day?
Yeah, I think this is an excellent initiative. I'm just wondering if Is this possible, could we replace the hay telephone services as well and get an additional savings?
We have to approach them all individually. This was kind of a unique situation with telephone service and the internet providers. It gives us this short kind of window. We always pursue. Hay provides us a lot of services. Give us the free internet access that we piggyback throughout.
So it's not really, you're not considering that at this point?
Not at this point. This was just to get this up and running.
But it could potentially be
Yeah,
considered.
so we can explore it.
Saving $225 a month.
Councilor Cook?
Just through, this has no other effect on other services done as far as pager services and the like, but this is just, right?
And staff, you're coming back.
Yes.
You're
Yeah, we
going to
just-
come back to us with a
We
report.
developed to this point in time,
Yeah.
got a sense, then we'll firm it up.
Okay, all in favor of that? Carried, thanks. 6.2, this was asked, the report was asked for, rec and leisure facilities, the operation of the Suncore Wellness Center. This is, council review and direction. John, do you want to speak to us on this report? Sorry.
No, I understand the complexity of the issue, and I think what I was trying to provide some context for council as to how this evolved, how it got to the stage where it did. That this was a new initiative on our part. We knew that it was going to take a period of time for them to ramp up in terms of establishing themselves in the community. We think it's come along well. The other aspect of this, and Janet and I, over the last 4 or 5 years, have been trying to refine what costs legitimately should be applied, what shouldn't, and you know, the Y's been pretty cooperative working with us. We think it'll be some great assistance to them if we can adjust the phone system from the previous report, because they have a big cost for telephone services. They need a data line, a fax line, and telephone lines as well, and they're extremely expensive. So we can see a savings translating both of them and that. So it is a work in progress. We think, from my perspective, I think they've done well. They're trying to respond to the community needs. They've been very flexible with us in terms of what their original scope of contract was, to include the walking track, the wellness center, and the gymnasium, and they've adjusted to trying to fit in with the community. I think they were very sensitive to existing wellness or fitness service providers to make sure they didn't step on Curve's toes and the Rockland operations toes, so that they didn't muscle people out of the way, which was, I think was helpful. So it's moving in the right direction from our perspective.
Councilor Bonston.
I'm almost tempted to table it, and I'll tell you why. I'm not anti-YMCA. I'm not. I think the programming that they're doing is great. Here's my concern. From a municipal standpoint, I have asked to have these numbers broken out into individual and family memberships. We still don't have it. And I find that odd. We're in the second quarter now, and the reason for that is the YMCA is a charitable organization. We are not. And so there's almost, under the Competition Act, almost an unfairness when a municipality engages with a charitable organization that is able to offer reduced fee memberships that a private sector individual may not be able to. So there's almost a perception of, I don't want to say unfair advantage, but it's certainly inconsistent throughout the municipality. And Councillor McGuire and I have met with a service provider at his request, and we may ask today for an RFP on this, because he